Hey, this is Romy again. What you will learn? Special products number 1. Finding the square of a binomial. A plus b, close parenthesis, squared is equals to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Now for the difference, a minus b, close parenthesis, squared is equals to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, before that, I will give you an inspirational message. Do the right thing even when no one is looking. It's called integrity. Again, do the right thing even when no one is looking. It's called integrity. Okay, so previously we had discussed the FOIL method in multiplying binomials. What do you mean by binomial? Binomial is a type of polynomial which has only 2 terms. So I think I will review you one example. Let's take one. X plus 7 times x minus 3. So what have you learned in my previous lessons? You have to multiply the first term to the second binomial, then the second term to this set again. So what will become of this? X times x minus 3 plus 7 times x minus 3. Okay, so first term multiply to the whole set, and second term multiply to the whole set. Now, what will you do with that? Okay, so distributive property again. X times the first term, then x to the second term, 7 to the first term, and 7 to the second term. So what will happen? X times x is x squared. X times negative 3, negative 3x plus 7x minus 21. Positive 7 times negative 3 is negative 21. What will you do next? You have to combine like terms. This will become x squared. Negative 3 plus 7 will become what? Different sign. You have to subtract and follow the sign of the greater number. So 7 minus 3 is 4. Then positive 7, so we have to follow positive sign. Then copy the variable x. Do not add the exponents. Then negative 21, your final answer. Okay, so next, we will apply this to a square of a binomial. X plus y squared. What do you mean by x plus y squared? Remember, when we square a number, we multiply that number to itself. For example, 3 squared. 3 squared. We have to multiply this number to itself. It's just like the same as 4 to the 5th power. We have to multiply 4 5 times. Okay, so what will you do with this? We have to multiply x plus y to itself. X plus y to itself. Okay. Now, after finding this, what will you do? As I've told you before, you have to multiply the first term to the whole set, then the second term to the whole set. This will become what? X times x plus y plus y times x plus y. Now again, what will you do? Multiply, distributive property, multiply to the first term, distributive property. What will happen? This will become what? X times x will become x squared. X times y will become xy. Y times x will become yx. But yx is not the proper way of writing. we have to do it alphabetically. So this will become what? Xy. Then y times y is y squared. Now, combine like terms. Same variables, same sign. So you have to combine. X squared, 1xy plus 1xy will become 2xy. 1 plus 1, same sign. Add the absolute value, 1 plus 1 is 2. Then, copy y squared. This will be our pattern. Okay, you are squaring the binomial. You will apply this pattern. So this is called special product. You will not undergo on this process anymore. Just substitute to this special pattern. Okay, let's try. I will copy this. X plus y squared is equals to x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. Okay. M plus 1 squared. This will become what? M plus 1 times M plus 1. But you just go directly to this pattern. What is your x? M. Okay? You have to square it because your pattern is square. Plus 2. Remember, 2 is a constant there in your pattern. What is your x? Again, M. What is your y? 1. Again, what is your y? 1. So you apply the pattern. Your x is M, your y is 1. Then substitute. Simplify. 2 times 1, 2. M. 1 square, 1 times 1, 1. So this will be your final answer. Simple. Okay? Again, I'll give you another sample. 3x plus 6 square. Okay? So what will we do? Substitute. What is your x? 3x square plus 2, which is constant there. What is your x again? 3x. What is your y? 6. Then, what is your y? 6 square. Now, simplify. How will you simplify that? Power to power rule. Okay. Now, distribute the exponent. This will become 3 square x square. Distribute the exponent. Plus 2 times 3, 6. 6 times 6, 36. X will remain as is. Then 6 square. Okay. Next, 3 times 3. This is 9. Remember, do not multiply. 3 square is equal to 3 times 3. X squared plus 36x plus 6 times 6. 36. So, this will be your final answer. Okay, so we'll take another one. Another example for a negative difference of two terms, x minus y. Okay, let's try another one. X minus y square is equals to what? X minus y times x minus y. Now, what will you do? Distribute first term, distribute second term. So this will become what? X times x minus y minus y, x minus y. Distribute again. Distribute. Distribute. This will become what? X squared minus xy minus yx. But I told you, you have to write in alphabetical order. So x comes first. Xy, negative times negative will become positive. So combine like terms again. This will become what? X squared. Negative 1 plus negative 1. You have to combine. You have to add the absolute value and prefix the common sign. So negative and negative, negative. 1 plus 1 is 2. Then copy the variables. Do not add the exponent. Just copy the variables. Plus y squared. So this will be our pattern. Okay, so we have another pattern. For the first pattern, we have what? X plus y squared is equals to x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. For the second pattern, we have what? X minus y. X minus y squared is equals to x squared minus 2xy plus y squared. Now we have two patterns of the square of a binomial. Now, can you give me the rule? Okay. The square of a binomial, the square of the sum or difference of two terms is the square of the first term plus or minus twice the product of the two terms plus the square of the last term. Okay. Now, I'll give you an example for the difference. 8r minus 2p square. Okay, now we have to substitute on the pattern. What is our x? 8r. Okay, negative 2. This is constant. What is your x again? 8r. What is your y? 2p. And what is your y? 2p. Your question is, sir, why won't you retain the negative in your y? No, we will not retain the negative in your y because this is already retained on the pattern. This is already retained in the pattern. This is already carried over here. Okay. Now, so we will consider the positive side of the second term, 2p. So how will you do with this? How will you compute this? Next, distribute the square, distribute the square. Distribute the square, distribute the square. Then simplify. Simplify the constants. Now, so this will become what? 8 square, r square. Then 2 times 8, 16. 16 times 2, 32. Rp. Is this correct? No. Yes, this is correct also. But the proper way is you have to write P before R. You have to write in alphabetical order. So this will become what? P R. Then plus 2 square P squared. Okay, now simplify. 8 squared. Do not multiply. Remember that. 8 times 8, 64. R squared. Minus 32. PR. Plus 2 times 2 is 4. P squared. So this will be your answer. For S minus 1/2 square. Okay, so what is your x? This is your x, this is your y. So 4s square minus 2. 2 is constant. What is your x? 4s. What is your y? 1/2. And that y squared, 1/2 square. Okay. Substitute. Okay, distribute the square. This will become 4 squared. S squared minus 2 times 4 is 8. 8 times 1/2. How will you compute this? 8 times 1/2 is also the same as 8 over 1 times 1/2. Remember, there is a denominator of 1. Denominator of 1 on whole numbers. Then, what is the rule? Multiply the numerators. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 1 is 8. Then 1 times 2 is 2. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. So this will become 4. Then s. You have to copy the variable. Now, plus. How will you square the 1/2? Distribute, distribute. This will become square. This will become square. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. So plus 1/4. Okay, so this will be your... No, this is not the final answer. You have to simplify first. You have to simplify. Questions about this? Okay, we'll remove this. 4 square is 4 times 4, 16. S squared minus 4s plus 1/4. This will be your final answer. This is not your final answer. You have to simplify first. You have to simplify first because 4 squared is not yet the final answer. You have to simplify first. Okay, so this will be your final answer. Question? Okay, next. Negative 2 r squared s cubed minus 6 p squared square. Okay, what will you do with this? What is your pattern? Negative, so you have to use this. What is your x? This is your x. This is your y. So, pattern? Negative 2 r squared s cubed square. Okay, x squared minus 2. What is your x? Negative 2 r squared s cubed. What is your y? 6 p squared. And what is your y squared? Plus 6 p squared squared. Okay, now distribute. Distribute here, distribute here, distribute here. Distribute here, distribute here. Okay. Then multiply, multiply. Question. Okay, simplify now. How will you simplify? Negative 2 square r squared square s cubed square. Okay, you might be confused now. Power to a power. S cubed square is also the same as s times s times s 3 times square is also the same as s times s times s multiplied to itself. So s 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. S to the 6th power. Or simply multiply. Just multiply. I'm just showing you the pattern. Okay? Next. Negative times negative, positive. Positive times positive, positive. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 6, 24. Then, what comes first? P, R, or S? P comes first. P squared, R squared, S cubed. Then, distribute. 6 squared, P squared, squared, multiply. This will become 4. Now, simplify. Negative times negative, negative 2 times negative 2 will become 4. Positive. R to the 4th power, S to the 6th power, plus 24. P squared, R squared, S cubed, plus 6. No, not 6. You have to simplify. 6 squared is equals to 6 times 6, 36. P to the 4th. So, what is your answer? This is your final answer. Nothing to simplify. Okay? Question. Okay, so this is it. Thank you.